Hi, beautiful divine soul. Thank you for being mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Big Card reading. We are looking at what you can expect in this next month in terms of your love life. This can apply to whenever you're watching this, the next month ahead. We're going to be looking at singles and couples. So each pile is going to have a singles component and a couples component, each time stamped. And if you're just newly dating someone or have someone in mind or in little to no communication with someone, you can listen to either reading or both. And you can choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, donating, tipping, and purchasing readings from me. It really means a lot. I'm inching so close to my goal of 10,000 subscribers for this summer. Thank you so much for helping me with my goals, and hopefully my channeled messages help you along with yours. And that's the intention I set, at least in all my readings. And with that, I hope you enjoy the reading. Much love and light. Pile number 11 with the Celestite. Let's look at your general energy. Then we'll go into singles and couples. King of Fire, King of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this is their energy coming in. There is someone who has passion, desire, who looks good, and has an idea of what they want out of this connection with you. And they're coming to you with a sense of, I can't do this with anyone but you. I'm feeling vulnerable, but in the same time, that makes me feel more passionate to do things with you and only you, to live out these dreams with the both of us. Like there's a feeling of this person feels like orphaned, like there's no one else that really understands them, that there's no one that really understands their visions, their goals, their pursuits in life, their passions in life, their interests. And there's a feeling of wanting to kind of hold on to you and kind of pursue things with you because they feel so orphaned when it comes to people they've known in their life for the majority of their life in regards to these goals or interests or passions. And they just want to hold on to you and do all these important lifelong things with you. Okay, so for pile 11 singles, what is going on in love for you this month? Okay, so I do feel like there's like a reply coming back I'm getting. So this could be from an actual person, or it could be like a wish or prayer that you put out there, an intention that you put out there being replied by the universe, or someone that you communicated with or sent a offer or invitation to, or some sort of communication, an invite to, you're getting a reply back. It seems like once you sent this out to the universe or sent this to this person, it was kind of like you're not gonna follow it up with another message or anything. It's like one and done. It's like either this leads to something or it doesn't. Like, and Spirit saying it does lead to something, and you made the right call, you played it the right way by just kind of putting out one strong message out there and letting that be heard and be responded to. It's like you did the right thing by doing that. Like you secured your future by just putting out that one strong message. Maybe you gave someone an ultimatum. Maybe you left the ball in someone else's court. Like you're like, hey, this is what I want, going forward. If you agree, all you have to do is say that you agree, or say that you want to go forward, or you send out one message and be like, hey, I'm going to communicate to you, and if I don't hear anything back, like, that's too bad. But and so like you kind of left it up to this like one message or one offer one powerful message to this person or to the universe, and you're kind of like, hey, I'm not gonna ask twice, you know. So universe is saying you're getting a reply back. Okay, what is this leading to? What is this potential someone? So Spirit is saying that you've already done the review work. So if you have broken up with someone, and whether they were a big deal in your life or not, you kind of did the review work in regards to that relationship, and Spirit acknowledges you and therefore giving you what you request next in love. It could be, I'm getting for some of you, it could be a distraction. Some of you are like, oh yeah, you know what, I've been with this person for a long time and we broke up, or I'm calling it quits, or I have to go the other way because I can't, keep it at the same level and they're not leveling up. Whatever it is, like you're just kind of fed up and you're moving on, and you told Spirit, like, give me something I can work on. Give me a boost in my career, something with my friends' life, social life, monetary life, whatever it is, so I can focus on other things, focus on myself until I'm ready to date again. For others of you, you just ended a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship, and you already did a review work for it. So it might have been like several months to almost like a year or so, depending on how long it took to do the review work and the healing work. And Spirit said that you've done it, so we're gonna answer your call. Like, do you wanted someone to come in, whether it's temporary or someone more serious, opportunity at someone potentially that you're interested in? Spirit's like, we're gonna deliver on that. King of Pentacles, okay, and it pointed to this King of Fire. So this person is right up your alley. They are well suited for something serious. If I'm getting a very small percentage of you just kind of want something like, not a rebound, but just someone that you don't have to be so serious with right away, just so you can have fun, build a friendship, enjoy life a little bit before thinking about more serious things. Having it more casual, healing your sacred sexual energies, getting into your inner child a little bit more, healing all those aspects. Where most of you are like, hey, I'm ready for something more serious, or I'm ready for something serious again. And Spirit's like, we got your back. We're moving forward with that. Okay, so what is this potential someone? I can't even look at you right now. I'm in so much pain. So this person with even if it's someone new, it probably will mirror someone in your past. So if you are someone that just kind of gotten over a relationship, you're probably going to meet someone at this time who is feeling the same way that your ex probably has, towards you. They're in pain. They can't really look at you because they have so much pain, and they're embarrassed. They're kind of ashamed. So this person's going to kind of mirror that energy because they feel orphaned. And if they're feeling that way, you might be feeling a little bit that way too, abandoned by your person that you were meant to have a relationship with, level up, or whatever it was. So this person that Spirit's bringing in for you is gonna mimic some of those behaviors in you and in your ex. They're gonna feel a little bit abandoned too. Maybe not because of the same situations, but I do feel like they might have just had a breakup, or they might have just been coming out of some healing of their own. This doesn't have to be a bad thing. You both could really bond and build a beautiful friendship first because of this abandonment you feel from your last relationship. Even if you were the one who called it, even if you were the one who left them, there's still a feeling of like, well, they didn't step up, and still there's a bit of abandonment feelings coming up. And this person's kind of mirroring that. You know, they might have been the one who said no to their person too, but they are feeling a little bit left behind. So both of you are kind of mirroring that. If not, if you're not getting over an ex situation or anything like that, I feel like the person you're meeting it just had like some sort of situation where they were let go. Maybe they were let go at their job, or maybe they had some real strong disagreements with their family or friends where they were kind of kicked out of the group, or they could have had a breakup, something of that sort. So they're in a lot of pain, and so they're a good match for you. They may not be able to step up emotionally at this time because that pain is coming out of them so strongly right now. I'm gonna pull one more clarifier. Magic, yeah, it's like all the magic is gone. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like this person may seem like they check all the boxes on your list, or you know, seem kind of perfect for you, but then they kind of don't want to jump into anything or even acknowledge you that well. Like you might be like, wow, this person's perfect for me. Why aren't they like coming after me? Why aren't they flirting with me? Why aren't they like trying to ask me out or trying to, you know, talk to me? And you're right, your intuition is right. This person is pretty perfect for you, but they have some stuff going on. Let's see if we can find out what kind of stuff they have going on. Current love interest or current partner. So you may be ready to kind of open your heart up, open your life up to a new person. But this person kind of lost their confidence, lost their sense of purpose. And so although they might know deep down that they are a good match for you, they're kind of lost way more than you think on the surface. They might come off like kind of cool, calm, collected on the surface, but deep down they're kind of lost. Yeah. So what's the scenario? What's the kind of scenario Spirit has for the both of you? What kind of scenarios in love does Spirit have for you? They are going to communicate. So this might be the person that you kind of, you know, put your feelers out for, you know, message like, hey, like we're all going out after work. Do you want to come along? Or, hey, I think you're really awesome. I'd really like to get to know you better. Or maybe you just kind of texted them and be like, hey, like I met you at this thing, or, you know, I don't know if you remember me from this thing back then or whatever. You kind of just open the line of communication between the two of you, and they didn't really say anything. The Queen of Swords here. They don't want you to think that they're an ass or a bitch, so they're gonna respond back. But it's gonna be nice, but it's gonna be kind of very straightforward. Like they're doing it just so you don't think that they're rude, because they don't want to be rude to you. Spirit is saying, like, if you can help this person get their confidence back a little bit, it would be really helpful, because that's, you know, once you lose your confidence, you lose everything. You know, you lose your sense of self, you lose your sense of purpose. It's hard to get anything done. They something shook them up recently that shook them to their core and made them lose their confidence in anything. Like they cannot even go after you even if they wanted to, because they lost their confidence. Okay, so I want to see what kind of type of love situation you have going on here and Spirit's advice. What kind of love situation do you have? Okay. Yeah, it's very confusing, and it might be confusing for a while with this person because it feels like things are starting. Like there might be a little bit of communication here and there. They might do something cute towards you. They might take some action towards you and then completely like bail the week after or the day after. It's just kind of like, what is with this person? Why are they so hot and cold? So what does Spirit wants to say to you about that? And once Spirit saying like, you're almost there, have the strength to keep with this if you feel it's right for you and you feel that this person is just kind of going through something. Like if you keep with it, something may come through. The magic will come back and they'll bring it to you, and you'll realize how different it was between them going through this period of no confidence to regaining themselves and regaining confidence. Like if you can, Spirit's like, if you can hold on a bit, like you will see pure magic. Okay, your higher self's message to you and their higher self's message to you. Let your faith be renewed. Yeah, because it's kind of like tough when you're ready to go out there, or you know, you just kind of finally gotten over an ex, or finally got found someone that you're interested in, and then things just kind of start like this. It's like, okay, that's not so promising. But Spirit's like, let your faith be renewed. This is like the kind of like a test to be like, will you follow your instincts and your intuition for the right person? Will you have the patience to wait until they're done with their things? Do you have the wherewithal to kind of understand the situation, gauge it, and act accordingly? So Spirit's like, yeah, this is kind of like a test for yourself to see, are you actually ready? Because this is someone who is a good match for you, and they are going through something tough. Can you put aside what you want for a second in order for this person to kind of really be ready? And it looks like you do, and you have the potential like to have something happen very soon. Message from their higher self to you. I have trouble sharing myself. Yeah, so I feel things are they're having trouble sharing themselves with you because they've lost themselves. And it wouldn't take them long to kind of figure things out, but if you just manage. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Yeah. And it could be upsetting for them to be around you because they do want to take action, but they have, you know, some stuff going on. Okay, last message from Spirit, their advice to you. 5 of Wands, there's conflict or competition being experienced in your outer world. There might be someone else coming after them too, like pursuing them too, and you're like, well, I'm the better match. Like, why are they like spending time with me and they're talking to all these other people? Like, what? And it's because like they're not intimidated by other people because they're not interested in them, but they are intimidated and interested in you. So that's why it might seem to you that they're interested in other people, but they're not. They're interested in you. No matter what the people they're talking to is saying, like, oh yeah, they must like me, they always talk to me, they said this, like I hung out with them at lunch. It's like, no, they actually like you. They just like can't talk to you just yet because of everything going on. Ace of Cups. Okay, abundance of love is heading your way. You're open to love from the universe, and now love is ready to flow towards you. Yeah, so if you can get through this like little bit of conflict, it might be so weird because like I feel like it's like a sitcom. Like I feel like you're in a sitcom and you're the girl or guy that can't get the girl or guy that's like really popular, and you're just like, you know, you're cool and unique in your own way, you have your own friends, and it's just like, wait, this person's too cool to like not hang out with or be with someone who's like them. And like, you're like, why can't they see that in me? Why are they missing? Like, we totally have a vibe, like they can feel this, right? And then you see them talking to other people and you're like, wait, are they embarrassing me? Like, what's going on? Like, is this totally high school? What's going on? And then you'll realize it's like they were just kind of in a slump, but they're kind of probably not the kind of person who lets on and doesn't show other people, not even you, that they're going through this underneath the surface. So now you know. And if I could get a quick time frame from Spirit when they might come around. A month. Yeah, so about a month from when you're watching this is probably when they'll like kind of figure things out. Okay. So I hope this resonated. If it did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really, really helps me out. It helps me with my goals. Hopefully my energy, my channelings can help you with yours. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 11 couples. Let's see what's happening in love for you this month. Little shy to come out. Okay, the Justice card. So I feel like you're doing really well in love. I feel like you have it all, kind of self-love, divine love, and love for your partner, friends, family. Even your workplace, I'm getting, or even hobbies. People outside of your normal circles are really looking at you in a very favorable, positive light. You're looking good, you're feeling good, you're doing well. Justice representing Venus. It can mean you're kind of killing it. You're doing it so well that you're probably giving other people advice in terms of love. You're doing really well. But I think there's a feeling of feeling shy of doing so well. Kind of like, I don't know, like the kind of person that's kind of like, I don't want other people to feel bad because I'm doing so well, so I'm going to keep it kind of hidden a little bit, like that, which is a really good position to be in. And I feel like you're helping people like that are like 3, 4, 5 degrees of separation away from you. Like I feel like you're normally help out people when you can in your friend circle, your family circle kind of thing, your workplace. But I feel like you're going above and beyond. You're helping like your friends, couple situation. Like, you know, you're going above and beyond. Like you're helping people that are so many circles away from yours. A little bit, but you know, still like you're doing way more than most, and way more than you usually do anyway. Okay, so what's happening in your connection? You may be feeling a little bit more frisky, a little more sexual towards your partner, enjoying this like extra energy that you have. It's really good. And there's this air that they kind of want to just spend time with you alone. I feel like they want to kind of have you to themselves. They want to, because I feel like they see that you're kind of going above and beyond, helping other people, or going above and beyond at work, or you're spending a lot of time alone and loving it. And they're like, I want some of that. I want whatever they're having, you know, and I want it all to myself. I want them to hang out, just them and me. Maybe like a long weekend or a long vacation, even just a day, just kind of just spend just the two of you. They have fun with you, and they see that you're kind of in a fun, risque kind of mood yourself, and they want to take advantage of that. They want to spend time with you alone. Okay, what's going on for them in terms of love? Fresh new start. So with 2 major arcanas here, I feel like you've really come into your own in terms of romantic love life. Whether this has been like kind of like an up and down kind of thing between the two of you, and it's kind of finally evened out, and you kind of finally came to your own, kind of find out what you want in this relationship or what you want to do next, and you finally like got there. It really shows, and they feel so much confidence in you. So they have so much faith in this connection. In fact, you coming into your own with self-love, divine love, and you know who you want to be in a romantic relationship, they've started a new, they have this new fresh look and fresh new eyes in regards to this connection. They might be willing to do more work with this connection at this time. That's why they want you alone. They might want to purposely plan dates with you, alone time with you, just to, not just like for physical intimate reason, but like for planning the future and figuring things out and figuring out what to do next. Like they're in the mood because they see that you are who you said you want to be and who you want to be in this connection, and they're aroused by that, but they're also amazed and inspired by that. They're willing to do some work, relationship work right now. This is a really good time, and you're feeling it. This is a really good. Okay, let's see if we can get some other cards about what's going on. Wrongful advice. Okay, I'm getting from that you might have gotten some advice from someone or from spirit, faith, that went totally against becoming this person, becoming this person in this relationship, taking this next step in the relationship, going the extra mile. And so you might have gotten a message of like cutting it off with this person, or not leveling it up, or not leveling up in who you want to be, in fear that it might affect the connection, not being completely yourself, not going after the bigger goals in the relationship and in life that you wanted. So you might have gotten advice from spirit or from other people as a test from the universe, as a test from your higher self, to see if you will continue with this partner, with this connection, with these next goals that you had in mind, with leveling the connection up, whatever it is. And that was like passing the test. That's why you come in so fully in your own this month. Let's see what you're going to see because of that. What are you going to see because you kind of passed the test? The Lovers. Wow. Yeah. First of all, a lot of good divine sexual synergy. Justice card in reverse. Again, and the Magician. Wow. 3 major arcanas. So you are going to see a lot of strong, beautiful things manifest in your romantic relationship. What's this Justice in reverse about? The High Priestess. I'm getting changing of the guards. Okay, so because you are leveling up, or this connection is leveling up, your the way you connect to your intuition, the way you connect to your spirit team and their higher self and your higher self is going to change, because I'm getting your spirit team and their spirit team is merging. Their higher self and your higher self are merging. So the way that you connect to spirit, universe, guide, higher power, whatever you call it, is going to change a little bit. That's why I'm getting this kind of changing of the guards. Okay, so what is that? What are you guys just gonna appear to you? Many friends. Okay, so you might have a lot of friends that you used to see once in a while. You might be seeing them more, or you're gonna make a lot of friends, new friends that you're gonna see quite a while, like a lot, and that's just gonna add to this kind of joyous energy between you and your partner, because there's a lot of magic happening. It might be these friends put you in a good mood, so you're just in a better place with your partner. Seeing your friends more, seeing people that you relate to more often, have fun with more often. It's going to put you in a more loving and easy and fun mood with your partner. Also, I'm getting that you and your partner might hang out with your friends, their friends, or your combined friends more often, and it's just going to solidify the bond between the two of you more. It's going to show you that you two are really good together and work well together in groups of friends like that, or family. And you're going to see them more. It's like a very social period. It's just a time where you both feel comfortable being together, being out in public, seeing other people, having a lot of fun together. It's a really kind of a honeymoon kind of period for the two of you. Okay, so what about them? I lie awake thinking about our future. So they're excited, thinking about the potential future the two of you have, because it's kind of like this new cycle started for them between the two of you. You may have had a more steady feeling of what you wanted in your future, and so you kind of became the future you want to see, and you kind of are continuing with that future that you want in love. They might have finally seen this part side of you, that you are serious about this goal, this leveling up, or this next cycle in the connection. And because they see it in you, they're like, okay, I see it now. Like, I'm on board. I'm with them. And so they're excited. And they are kind of visualizing some things that you two can have together. It's making sense to them. They like it. They're enjoying it. Pain. Okay, so it's just kind of like how you got the wrongful advice. They're in pain because I think they were about to make a huge mistake with you. They felt that you were being too kind of like controlling, maybe kind of like a parental figure, maybe being the more responsible one, not so much fun, or kind of telling them what to do instead of listening to what they wanted to do. And they were kind of getting frustrated. They were kind of feeling in pain. It might be that your family didn't really agree with them. Their family didn't agree with you. A friend that wants more. Maybe they weren't ready to take this next step. Maybe you want to be a parent and they didn't. Or you seem to be so okay with this next step or next goal for the two of you, and they were not. They felt like, no, that's not what our connection is. I don't know if we can get to that next level, be who we need to be to achieve those goals. They're a little bit in pain because they're realizing what they almost said no to. Okay, so Spirit's advice. What does Spirit want you to know about this connection right now? Spirit is saying it is a good time for the two of you to kind of spend time alone together. It'll do both of you good, especially because the two of you weren't on the same page. And now you two have just entered being on the same page. And it's kind of like the two of you need to kind of build that vision together, come into that home together. Now that you're both on the same page, and spending time together alone for a while might help that. Okay, a message from Spirit. Take that leap, and that's for you. I feel like you did take that leap. Or if you haven't, Spirit's like, yeah, take that leap. Do that thing that really resonates with you, that you wanted in your relationship, that you couldn't imagine being in a partnership and not doing. Take that leap of faith. I feel like for most of you, you did, just based on how the card came out. You took that leap of faith. And I'm getting from Spirit, like, they're very proud of you for doing that. Play. Yeah, that did come out where they thought you were kind of being a little bit too serious and kind of too focused on your goals and the goals of the relationship rather than enjoying time with them. But now that everything's kind of how you wanted it in the first place, like your goals that you wanted for the relationship is happening anyway. Now, like, you can play and they'll see that, like, oh, like, you're not being unreasonable. You have you're doing what your soul is telling you to do, and you are someone that can be their friend and not just their lover. And yeah, you are a friend that wants more. You want to be lovers. You want to be partners. You want to go to the next level. You want to achieve these goals, but you weren't going to sacrifice who you are and what you want out of a relationship to be with them, or to stay where the two of you are. But now that they're finally on board with what you want, it's time to play. Message from their higher self. You feel like home to me. Yeah. So they finally come home. Sorry if that hitting the microphone hurt. You feel like home to me. So yeah, with the 4 of Wands here, it's like they finally come home to you. They finally started this fresh new cycle with you and in your relationship, and it's kind of a time to kind of just like, it's like you just moved into your new home, and it's kind of like you two have to kind of break it in for a little bit before you have friends and family over, like just the two of you, kind of plan where you want, to move certain furniture, what color you want the walls to be, and what you're going to use that spare room for. Just kind of like settle in a little bit before you invite more people in. But you do have a lot of friends, a lot of family coming into your lives right now. So I feel like this isn't going to be something that takes a long time, like to settle into your home together. 24. Yeah, so whenever you're watching it until the 24th of the month or the 24th of the next month, like, it's not going to take that long. And you're going to have, like, it's kind of like, can we just have a moment to kind of just enjoy the fact that you got to the place of, achieving the same goal or wanting the same goal before you let everyone in on it, And then you're going to be swarmed because everyone's going to be excited for you to be on the same page, and with your new success in life, new achievements, like, you're going to be swarmed by people. So it's kind of like a moment for you, the two of you. Okay. 5 of Cups. Your focus on past regret and disappointment is preventing you from seeing the blessings that still surround you. In order to move forward, release the past and move the shroud of self-defeat that is clouding your vision. Yeah, this is true for both of you, because you may have been getting wrong advice from your intuition, from your spirit team, from people around you, your friends and family that you've asked for advice on this connection for. And they may have also be very disappointed and almost not being on the same page as you with this goal that you wanted in your partnership that was very important to you. And so both of you are kind of feeling this kind of sense, like a bit of regret or a bit of like, you know, difficult energies. And although you two chose each other and chose to pursue this goal together and are on the same page now, there's still the energy of like, I gotta fight for myself, you know? So both of you are kind of have to, just because you both chose each other or chose this goal or chose to level up or whatever, doesn't mean that just maybe a week ago or a month ago or a few months ago, you two were about to call it quits or about to separate or go separate ways or, you know, damage the relationships in some way. Because you couldn't see past, you couldn't see how you're going to get past that issue. So both of you are kind of still in this like fighting for yourself mode. And it's like, okay, no. We both won. We both came to the same place. It's just like, you got to like rid of that energy where you're just fighting for yourself and fighting for what you wanted. And it's tough. It doesn't just go away overnight. You know, it takes a second. It takes a beat until the 24th. All right. So, I hope you enjoy the reading or the next full moon. Yeah, the next full moon or the full moon after that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If it resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. Yeah, that's the whole orphaned message, because there's so much passion and love here. Both of you are so like, yeah, you both have so much passion for life that when one of you brought up a point that the other person wasn't really on board for initially, if you guys felt so alone when you didn't agree on this issue, because both of you can kind of figure things out usually, or maybe you didn't have like a disagreement this big before, or maybe this was kind of like there was no, you couldn't see the way through at a huge impasse. But both of you felt so orphaned when you two were not agreeing on this issue, to the point where it's like, what do we do next? Some of you were thinking of letting go of the connection, separating, or taking a break, and others of you were just at a loss and were completely depressed, kind of not doing well at work or with health or other things, and kind of losing yourself in that way. So yeah, anyways, I really appreciate a like or comment if this resonates. It lets me know that you might want a reading like this in the future, where I do like singles and couples like separately. Yeah, and it really helps me move along to my goal. 10K this summer is my goal. Can't wait. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile turn 2 with the red calcite. I'm going to pull 2 cards for the general love energy, and then I'll jump right into the singles and then the couples. Timestamps are below. Okay, so your general love energy for this upcoming month. Okay, I fell right underneath the table, underneath my seat. So Queen of Water. So I feel like there's like this very magnificent, loving, romantic, very sympathetic, empathetic, nurturing, caring person that you are ready to unleash, whether you're male or female. It's just like you've been kind of holding in or kind of holding back how like a seductress you could be, how much of a seductress or a seducer you can be. It's like the world hasn't seen me at my best, hasn't seen me play my best game yet, you know? whether you're in a relationship or not. It's just kind of like you're ready to kind of unfurl this complete goddess version of yourself that you haven't ever let yourself completely show, or haven't for a long time, for whatever reason. Here and now. When like a card that represents now comes up in reverse, that usually means like literally the second. Like when you're watching this, probably started yesterday, 2 days ago, tomorrow, 2 days from now. Like it's happening like immediately. So there's big changes happening for you immediately in terms of unleashing your most authentic, beautiful, charming side of you that maybe you will be surprised that you haven't seen for a long time, let alone other people. Like, yeah, other people are going to see this, but you're going to surprise yourself too when this person comes out of you. You're going to love it. You're going to really enjoy it. Yeah, you're going to be looking so good too. Your energy is going to be very healed. You can be very charismatic. And I'm feeling like it's time. It's time that you enjoy this energy fully as you are. Very romantic, alluring, magnificent, mystifying, inspirational. And like letting your like true creative, intuitive self just come out into the world. It's gonna be a blast for you to see yourself this way, and to kind of, you know, let your wings unfurl and come out and enjoy flying for the first time. Kind of like you envisioned yourself as this in a dream multiple times, and now you finally get to live it. It's gonna be very beautiful. All right, so we're gonna go right into the singles. All right, pile 22 singles. What's happening in love for you this month? It feels like there's no barriers, no one turning you down, no one getting in your way. Yeah, no blocks. Everything's coming easily. If you want to ask someone out, they might ask you out. If you want to get to know someone, they'll be on the same page. They'll be wanting to spend time with you. If someone was in the way, like another person or a timing situation or location situation, that's not going to be an issue this month. Yeah, success. Yeah, like all the lights are turning green. Like Spirit's like, yeah, go for it. Like this is you turning on that energy, turning on that charm, turning your romantic side, your like desire level all the way up. People are going to be desiring you, wanting you, interested in you, amazed by you. It's yeah, looking good really from here. Okay, so what is a potential scenario happening for you in love this month? Yeah, so yeah, Ace of Wands is like a here and now card. So like, yeah, this is happening now. Spirit's like, yeah, this is happening for you now. Wow. It's like this abundance that you are owed. I'm getting some Spirit. Like you might have worked hard on improving yourself, growing in all areas of your life. And it's kind of like, it's time for my dues to be paid, you know. You might have a sense like there's no way I'm not going to find someone, or I'm not going to have something amazing happening in my love life this month, because I just feel it. That's what I'm getting from you. Okay, is there a potential someone? Yes, downloaded from heaven, I'm getting from Spirit. Someone you will feel very comfortable with. They might be kind of they might keep you at a distance, or kind of like keep them to themselves a little bit in the beginning, because there's going to be so much energy that's being downloaded when the two of you meet in the physical. It's going to be overwhelming, and they're going to get suspicious. They're going to feel uncomfortable, and they're going to keep to themselves, go within, because this energy is going to be overwhelming. In an energetic level, when you meet someone that's going to be a major part of your life, it's like a whirlwind. You have a lot of energy that's being downloaded from what's going to happen from now on, potential possibilities for the future timelines, future paths being downloaded at that time. Also happens when you make a major life decision for yourself or with someone else. You'll get a lot of energy changes. You'll feel tired. You'll feel more energetic. You'll have highs and lows with energies, and it'll be like you'll sleep more, you'll eat more. You'll have like a whirlwind of thoughts. You'll have a lot of synchronicities. This is usually a sign that something like a major life path has changed for you or someone else, or in this case, both of you are meeting. So no wonder they're like, oh, like feel weird, you know? So that's why they might keep to themselves. But yeah, there's a definite chance that you will meet a soulmate, someone downloaded from heaven. Okay. So what is this person like? Sometimes I wonder if you care. It's in reverse. There's a lot of insecurities coming out for them. That's why this Four of Pentacles, it's like they're like, what are they after? You know, why do they want to talk to me? You know, you're going to be looking good, feeling good, so they're going to be kind of suspicious. Why is someone this good, this popular, this gorgeous talking to me? Or maybe they're gorgeous also, or, you know, I don't trust other people. Are they after my money? Are they after what, you know, like, what do they want from me? So they have their guard up because they feel a strong pull to you. Also, a lot of fear comes up as well with these, which often happens with these big changes. When your soul and spirit knows that this is going to be life changing, your ego usually fights back. So they're red flagging you anywhere they can in the beginning. Passion, yeah, because there's immediate attraction with you and this person, and they start freaking out internally. They might not seem like it outwardly, but yeah, internally they're freaking out. Okay. So what is this type of love situation? What is going on? What is this kind of person? Who are they to you? What kind of love situation is happening between the two of you? Okay, Queen of Cups, reverse. So you may also just be kind of getting used to this much attention, getting used to being this kind of like expanded, evolved version of yourself. Dreamlike version of yourself that you've always wanted to be, and it's kind of like you're just getting a little bit comfortable in this new you. Ace of Wands again. Wow, here and now. Yeah, this happens so immediately. There's like an instant attraction, instant soul recognition. It kind of takes both of you aback a little bit. The Emperor, yeah. That reminds me of the Four of Pentacles here, yeah. So there's like an immediate knowing that you two are really good together, can be really good together long term. It's kind of that feeling when you meet someone, it's like, oh yeah, this is the one. And it's like immediate. Love at first sight kind of deal. And it's overwhelming. Don't know neither of you know what to do. It's a weird feeling. Yeah. A lot of stuff comes up. So it's an unusual situation. Let's see. I'm too afraid to talk to you. I feel like that's you. You're trying to be like coy, like, yeah, I'm usually a shy person, you know? And I feel like normally you were, or maybe you had a period of time where you just kind of kept to yourself or didn't date for a while or something like that. And you're kind of telling this person, they're like, sure. Yeah. Cause like you're just entering this energy of like, you know, badass bitch, queen, king status, you know, you're coming out like you've never had before, looking so good, acting so good, saying the right things, having a lot of grace, poise, charisma. Unbelievable. I know you from somewhere. I fell on your side, so I feel like you have this immediate feeling of like, do I know you from somewhere? And it's probably because you met them in your dream before you met this person. There's something familiar that you might have seen them in a dream right before they came into your life, or you might recognize them from a past life or future life, and or your soul just recognized each other because they're on the same frequency. Okay, so what does Spirit want you to know about this connection? What does Spirit want you to know about this connection? Okay, Temperance. Like, let the energies even out for a bit because it's kind of overwhelming for them and for you. So it's like, let the energies calm down a bit, let things kind of relax, kind of even out. It's like, it's really rocky, like there's a lot of waves coming back and forth. Wow. Reunion, soulmate. It's very turbulent when you two meet in the physical for the first time. It's a lot going on. Let it calm down. You two are, in fact, soulmates. They're saying. What does the Spirit want you to know? Wow, 4 of Wands. It's a happy marriage, happy home card, but it's kind of like you both just kind of entered this physical home together, physical heart space, and in a same location, same environment. So let the both of you kind of get acquainted with each other and with the energies and with, you know, this new life path and everything. Like, let the energies kind of even out. Spirit keeps focusing on you and your energies. I feel it kind of stresses you out because, like, it's just like so many thoughts are going through your mind. You can't stop thinking about this person. It's sweet. It's just like, Spirit's like, yeah, you kind of need to get a grasp on reality for a second because you're going to be going insane with the amount of thoughts that go through about how you're thinking about this person. Okay, message from Spirit. I saw 5656, so that can indicate, yeah, a huge change in terms of love. Listen to your heart. You might be questioning a lot of things because they feel kind of standoffish. Things are weird in the beginning. But if you listen to your heart, you'll know that this is going to work out. It just needs the energies to kind of subside. The chaos to subside. I'm afraid I made a mess of things. Yeah, that's their higher self talking to you. So they will make a mess of things in the beginning, and that's why you might be so stressed out, because you're just like, what are they thinking? How do they actually feel about me? Because they might say things that aren't not true, and they might not believe you because you just came out of this phase into this beautiful new status, and it's just like weird for you too. Why did I say that? Is that really me? Like, what's going on here? So it's a lot of weirdness back and forth, you know. Okay, last but not least, Spirit's advice for you in this situation in your love life. The Lovers, wow. Wow. The relationship with a deep soul connection is strengthening and arriving. Have faith in this divine unfolding and release any resistance and false ideals. Allow yourselves to honor the pure and sacred love within this partnership. So it's like what you're feeling is real. What they're feeling is real. Just know what they're saying may not line up with how they're feeling and what's actually going to happen. And they might be thinking the same of you. Just let the waters, the storm waters, kind of calm down, be more passive and peaceful, and things will work out. All right, so pile 22 singles, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It lets me know that you like this kind of reading where I separate singles and couples for the future, and it helps me along with my goal of 10K for the summer. And I hope I am helping you with your goals. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 22 couples. Let's see what's happening for you in love this next month. Okay, wow. 4 of Wands. Wow, 4 of Wands is coming out like crazy. Yeah, I feel like they're moving in with you. I'm getting finally they're moving in with me. So this could be whatever represents happy home, happy relationship. They're coming to you with that. They're coming into what makes a happy home and happy marriage for you. They're coming into that energy. They're meeting you there. I feel like there was a slight bit of disappointment on your end because something about they weren't being so fun to work with recently. Maybe felt like they weren't being such a good friend in the relationship. Kind of like, am I stuck with this grouch or something like that? And it was just like a minor issue, but them coming to you in this manner is such a big deal. They want to make you happy, do what what you think makes a good happy marriage and happy home. They're on board. There was a slight disappointment on your end that they might not come to the same conclusion as you. They might not agree with you. But it looks like you're getting what you want. Okay, so what's going on in this relationship? Page of Wands. There's a new adventure starting, but neither of you knows what this is yet. But you will soon find out. There we go, 3 of Cups. You're bringing the fun and excitement and sense of adventure back into the relationship. Because they gave you what you wanted in terms of happy home, happy marriage, you decide to lead the relationship in terms of bringing that friendship aspect of the connection back, the fun aspect, the celebration, the social aspect of the connection back. Because that's something that you were kind of slightly disappointed in terms of the relationship. And they make such a huge gesture towards you. You're like, okay, well, because they did that big thing for me, I'm going to do this big thing for them. And so you might have this new adventure in mind for the two of you, or you will soon. Bring back the fun, adventurous friendship side of this connection that you're kind of missing. It's kind of like, when you have a disagree with someone that's like your best friend, it's just like, oh, I miss my friend. It's kind of like that. Okay, so what is going on with them in this connection? The Empress, wow. So they're coming to you in a much more nurturing manner. The Queen of Water here is similar energy. Whether they are the feminine, the divine, masculine energy, they are coming to you with a divine feminine energy. So they're coming to you acknowledging your femininity, or acknowledging your intuition, acknowledging your predisposition, your inclination to know these things or know more about these things in terms of happy home, happy marriage, and taking your lead. Or if they are the more feminine energy, they are stepping up into that role and taking the lead and becoming more feminine, more nurturing, more caring towards you. Oh my goodness, at the bottom of the deck, the Emperor. So there is a good balance of energy coming through in this in this connection at this time. So you're finally, I feel like, both figuring out your roles in the home, your roles in the relationship. That makes both of you happy. That allows the both of you still to be good friends. I feel like there's a little bit of like over mothering or over fathering, like being too parental towards the other person instead of a partner. And they're like, I respect you so much. Wow, the Two of Cups. I respect you so much as the divine masculine or the divine feminine, but I love that you can be a good mother, a good father, a good grandparent, a good, sister, brother, a good daughter, son. But sometimes I just need you to be my wife, or sometimes I just need you to be my husband, and my friend. And this is sparking up all these intimate, deep feelings and emotion towards you. They're feeling like we are meant to be, we're soulmates, we're such on the same vibe, we're doing so well together. They're feeling so good about this connection. Okay, let's look into more what's happening. I just want some space, I need some time. So I feel like here, a lot of 4, 5, 6. I feel like it was getting kind of annoying for you that they weren't listening to you in terms of what would make a good relationship between the two of you, or what would make a happier home for the two of you. And it's kind of gotten so annoying or so irritating or exhausting for you that you're just kind of like I just need some space away from you. I just need some time away from you. And then at the same time, still missing their friendship, still missing them. What was happening for them? No, yeah, they're saying no to you. Very headstrong. No, I'm not gonna give in. No, that's what you want. That's not what I want. No, that's not what's good for the relationship. No, that's gonna lead to imbalance in the relationship. It's not gonna be healthy, whatever. But you had an inclination. You kind of knew what was right for the connection. What would be a natural next step, or what would be the best for both of you individually and together. But they were just so maybe stubborn, just like no. Maybe afraid of losing themselves, afraid of bowing to your every need, afraid of like losing their power in this relationship. I feel like there was a tiny tinsy bit of jealousy from you, because I feel like they did give this to past relationships because you've heard the stories, or yeah. And so the fact that they're saying no now to you when you're asking for similar things makes you kind of uneasy. Again, this feeling of sorrow, space, and jealousy is very, very minimal. so minimal that things probably look pretty okay on the surface to the two of you, or friends and family wouldn't be able to notice any difference, but there was this underlying kind of issue that's been it's benign, but it's been happening for so long that it kind of reached its tipping point. And they were probably so hesitant of doing this thing with you that would make you feel like this is a more happier home, happier relationship, because of what happened in the past. Maybe it didn't work out, or maybe they did lose their power, or they, became more of a passive person in their connection. Yeah. So, how are you two feeling about this? What are you feeling? Consciousness, yeah. You're really listening to your intuition. You're listening to your heart, because you knew what would be best, or the next step for the two of you, what roles or what responsibilities each of you should go take on, or how you should behave in the connection now, or something. What works for the connection. Love, oh, they're completely head over heels in love with you. See, with this Empress and the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Wands all denote kind of marriage and partnership as well. So they have this real deep love, and you have this very strong intuition. So what's coming up for them was kind of more of their stubbornness, their past experiences, and it's very minor. For you, it might have been very serious for them, even though they had this ton of love for you. And it probably didn't make sense to you either. Like, I know we love each other a lot, so why are they so against me? And it might have been very confusing to you because their actions didn't match their emotions. Okay, so what does Spirit want to say to you in regards to this connection? What does Spirit want you to know? So Spirit is saying the change is over. You two already kind of went through the necessary change needed for this connection to move forward. So the hard part is over. You two were tested. You got through it. You addressed the issue. They came through. Everything's good. Everything's gravy. King of Swords. Feels like they spoke their truth, or they're going to speak their truth sometime this month. Both of you are gonna realize that you're finally at the end, at the other end of this tunnel, finally through to the other side of the situation, and things are gonna look different now. People outside of the two of you might not notice anything, but internally, both of you know things are much different, much easy breezy, flowing, comfortable between the two of you. Okay, what is Spirit's message for you? Spirit's message for you. This is your breakthrough, yeah. Both of you have a breakthrough, and you get to the other side. Major breakthrough in this connection. And other people might not know it, but you know how big a deal this was. They know how big a deal this was, And a message from their higher self to you. You're my best friend. I love the synchronicity of this reading. I kept talking oh, I miss my best friend. Oh, you're my best friend. That's, oh my goodness, that's so cute. They missed you too. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, and I didn't even know that card was in this deck. That's so cute. Okay, and last but not least, a message from Spirit for this connection. Seven of Wands. You've recognized your power and strength and are standing your ground where others may be in opposition to you or challenges you might feel burdensome. Your energy is steadfast and maintain your truth and integrity. Yeah, so I think the most beautiful part about this is that you stood up for what you knew and what you believed was what would create a happy marriage and happy home between the two of you. And you stuck to your gut, you stuck to your intuition, you stuck to what you knew. And they realized, oh yeah, you were right. You are good at picking up on these things. And this was something completely else preventing them from seeing what could make them really happy in this connection and in your environment. And they're just so happy that you stuck by them and stuck by what you knew was right for the connection. And Spirit's like congratulating you, applauding you for this really huge, massive change that you two went through. And it might not seem like a big deal, but it is. It's a huge, huge deal where you two come out and have a huge, massive change in your connection. Okay, let me see if I can get a time frame when this might happen. Sunrise in reverse. 19. So it kind of at some point, at any point, it's just gonna be like wake up one day and things are different. So yeah, I hope this resonates. If it did, I really appreciate it. Like a comment. It lets me know that you don't mind seeing more of these readings where I separate singles and couples. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 33 for the Moonstone. Let's look at your general love energy for the next month ahead. I'm going to pull a couple cards, and then I want to jump into singles and then couples right after. Timestamps below. Okay, love for you this month. Messenger of Earth. Okay, so I feel like there's like a possible long-term situation coming ahead. Okay, that was kind of bizarre. I thought I heard a knock at the door, but no one was there. So there might be opportunity knocking at your door in terms of love. Something with longevity, long-term potential for something. Loyal heart. That's so... I'm getting chills. I'm getting incredible amount of chills. I was just... my whole... tingled. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was just thinking about... like loyalty. I was just thinking about how someone commented in my last video about like, oh, they weren't sure if this was the Moonstone. I'm like, oh yeah, like I remember I bought this Moonstone because it was a really good deal, like for this biggest raw cut stone for the price that it was. I'm like, oh, that's such a good deal. And then I looked back at it, I'm like, oh, it's kind of cut with like some granite or some like tourmaline or something like that. And I forget, I was trying to think, like, what was it again that it was cut with that had a little bit of it inside, and I'm like, that's probably why they didn't know it was a Moonstone. But it was such a good deal. But I'm like, I'm one of those people that once I pick a crystal, it's mine for life, and I only pick one of that crystal. And so like I'm like very loyal to my crystals, and I'm very loyal in my partnerships of all kinds, friendships, business partnerships, and romantic love. And I'm like thinking like, I don't want that to be like put anyone off, because yeah, loyalty is a valued trait in someone. But do people who aren't loyal feel bad? Do they feel less than perfect if they're not being loyal? And people who are loyal, they feel so guilty and shameful when they do something they feel is unloyal. But overall, loyalty is a virtuous quality in someone. And that's, I'm getting chills. I can't. And even the knock on the door, what was that? Yeah, an opportunity is knocking at your door. A chance for loyal heart. All right, so I'm going to jump right into the singles reading. Hey, pile 33 singles. Let's look at your love life, love energies for the next month. Okay, so I feel like someone comes in as a friend, but it's like an instant friendship, an instant like vibe between the two of you. You get along really quickly. It could be an old friend returning, or this could just be a friend coming in that you already have in a different way, but they're coming into your life in a way, wow, with the Emperor, wow, in a very serious, monogamous, let's do this, let's settle down, let's get real. They step up in such a big way. They might come in as a friend, but then they quickly step up with something serious. This could be an existing friend, an old friend, or a new friend. Wow. So who is this potential someone? Who is this friend? The World card, wow. So there was a completion. In their life, in their energies, in your life, in your energies. You know how they say sometimes it's about when you meet, not exactly who you meet? I feel like these circumstances are perfect. They just finished something big in their life, a big cycle in their life, and you just did the same. And it's kind of kismet, like this is how the divine works. The divine will have both of you kind of finish this old cycle, a very big cycle in your life, in order to start something new, a new cycle with this person. This person coming into your life signifies like a whole new cycle beginning in your life, a whole new chapter. Yeah, you can't help feeling dreamy about this person. I feel like you're like, who is it going to be? What is this person going to look like? Or what is our future going to look like? How are they going to come to me? I feel like when they come to you very serious, it starts to get your heart racing. You might have already had this feeling start when you two were just friends. You felt there was more, there's excitement. You're like, what could this be? How will this happen? When will this happen? A lot of excitement going on from your end. What about theirs? What's going on with this person? 4 cups. They're very excited by you too. I feel like they were doing the daydreaming before they met you. Oh, I can't wait to meet someone who's like this or that. And then, wow, the World card. And it hits the Messenger of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles. It's like an opportunity arrives right at their front door. They meet you, they see you, or, you know, even if you were friends for a long time, or you were friends in the past or dated in the past, it's kind of like, wow, they see you for the first time, or they see you for who you are, really. Again, for most of you, it's like, I see you for the first time. One major cycle ends, one major new cycle begins. Wow. So let's see a little bit more about what they're thinking. I'm too afraid to talk from your side. So they might pick up on the fact that you might be a little bit more shy or a little bit more passive. You kind of don't want to ruin the friendship, or you kind of, you know, you'll wait until they feel like it's the right time. You're waiting for them to make the first move kind of thing. And they recognize this, so that's why they come forward and make the first move. Ace of Pentacles with the offer. Yeah. They come through with the offer because they realize you're taking more of the passive role in this connection in the beginning. Balance. There's something about they're trying to restore the balance by coming to you. What is that all about? Reflection. So they see themselves in you very strongly. In the past, they might have taken on your role. They might have waited for someone else to make the first move, and then they lost their chance or something. And they're like, I'm not going to lose this opportunity again. I see someone, they're exactly like me. They're acting exactly how I would in this situation. You know what? I'm going to be a different person. This is a new cycle. I don't want it to work out how I did last time. Missed opportunity, lost my chance, stayed friend zoned. I'm going to take my shot. Or I was the shy one. It didn't get me anywhere. It didn't lead me to the right people. It might even be an opportunity to kind of work on something together. Yeah. Okay, so what's the scenario here? What's going on? What is the situation? Yeah, I do feel like they might come to you with an opportunity. This might be a work situation. They could come to you with a project, or they can come to you with, they might see a situation that you were in, that they were in not too long ago. They might come to you with some help, maybe networking help, get you connected to the right people, capital. They might be able to invest in you or your project, or help you out in some sort of way, monetarily, financially, with home, family, health situation. I'm getting like they're in the big leagues now. they're really doing well for themselves, and they recognize you as someone they used to be. They recognize the same passion, drive, characteristics that they have, and this makes them want to help you, give you an opportunity. The Tower, wow. This is unexpected for both of you. They didn't expect you to come across their, table, and you didn't expect to meet someone that wasn't just a good match, but would step up and, offer you something. You're both very surprised. They might see themselves as someone who's very unique and entrepreneurial kind of energy I'm feeling, or just kind of, had like a unique career or line of work, or something where they worked really hard to get to where they are, but they see that themselves in you, and they never see themselves in anyone. There's something special about you. They're like, yeah, this person reminds me of me when I was younger, or when I was first starting out, or, and they're not seeing you as like less than. They're seeing you as someone who is like them, but also, for most people, like the opposite sex, like someone who's them, but in a different perspective, in a different body, in a different, way of contributing. It's very fascinating to them. Someone who's like them but different. They're intrigued. They want to know more about you. Okay, what does Spirit have to want you to know about this connection? The Devil. This is coming from them. They might lead very strongly, sexually, or with, introduction to the unhealthy side of success. They might try to lead with that because they're so used to leading with that, leading with their money, leading with like the high life, the rich life, the kind of, or very successful life, like the things that they can get away with because they're at the status or level that they are now. So they might lead with that just because they're so used to courting people, dazzling people with their riches, their success, their status, and their power. But it's just kind of muscle memory. They didn't like mean to. You're different. They know that might not work for you. Four of Pentacles, they might want to invest in you right away. Again, with flash with the money, flash of the resources. I'm getting, but you're not really in a position to like turn down an offer like this. Okay. What spirits and your higher self's advice for you? Spirit saying is have faith. Your higher self is saying miracles happen in every moment. So Spirit's like, yeah, it might not look, it might look like a miracle, and it might seem like a red flag because it might seem like they're not a good person in the beginning. But your higher self is like, hey, this is a miracle. Believe it. This is a miracle. What's their higher self's message to you? Their higher self's message to you. I'm awakening to what this love really means. And I kind of read awkward right away. So they know there's something special here between the two of you. And they don't know how to act in the beginning. So they act kind of the way they learned how to act in these kind of situations. Flash money. If you want them, give them money, give them status, give them resources, and they'll stay, and I need to take this slow. It's kind of like they come at you as friends, and they come at you very seriously. They might be a boss, they might be a CEO, they might have like a high chair, a high status, a high, like a recognized label, good letters after their names, whatever. And so they have maturity and a sense of self in the material sense, but I feel like they lost themselves a little bit in the spiritual sense, in the emotional sense, and all the real ways that matter. And they're struck by you because you remind them of all these things that they have. They do have maturity in emotions and spirituality. It's just they forgot about it because they've been so wrapped up in these new recent successes and achievements. And you're someone who can bring that home for them. And that's why they want to give to you, because they feel like it's an equal exchange, bringing balance. I give you material resources, and you can give me spiritual wisdom, emotional wisdom, or each other's reflection. All right. So one last card here. What is Spirit's message for this situation? Oops, I pulled the wrong card. Three of Cups, though. Again, are you kidding me? Friendship. Let this come in as friends. Let you two be friends for a while. And let that unfold naturally. King of Cups. Wow. You're discovering how to maintain balance within your emotional body and not let your feelings consume you. Led from your heart space with a sense of emotional maturity, compassion, and creativity, and keep the lines of emotional communication open and sincere. Yeah, so there's potential for King of Cups status. I mean, they have the potential to be like the one, and they have an emotional maturity to them, but it's kind of lost, and they kind of don't have it around them right now. So as long as you keep the lines of emotional communication open and sincere, yeah, this is what I think about love. Honestly, this is how I feel about you in a relationship right now. Keep it lighthearted, fun, friendly, and let it develop naturally as the energies within both of you balance out, and the energies within the connection balance out. So I hope this resonated. If it did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It lets me know that you don't mind more readings like this, where I separate singles and couples and do topics like what's coming up in the month ahead in love. And yeah, it really helps me out with my goal of getting 10K this summer. Really appreciate it. I hope I'm helping you with your goals with my divine channelings. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 33 couples. Take a quick look at what's happening for you in love this month. Okay, King of Swords and came out in hand in reverse. So you may be expecting communication from them, but you're not telling them that. So I feel like you're feeling like they should know that they have to come to me if they want this to work. If they want to work through this issue, if they want to revive the connection, if they want to move forward, they should know that they have to come talk to me. You put in a lot of thought into that decision. It wasn't out of nowhere. And I feel like you kind of told them what was on your mind. And it's kind of like you know they have the potential to speak what's on their mind, to tell you very maturely what is going on and what needs to happen and what their thoughts are and how do we move forward. You came to them very thoughtfully, and it's time for them to step up and speak their truth. And you're like, they should know, they should have to come to me. And you might be giving them a silent treatment, or kind of giving them one-word answers, or kind of being very like avoiding talking about it, not talking about that situation, kind of something along those lines, in order to kind of have them like come out of their shell and talk to you about the situation. Okay, so what's happening in the connection? There was an argument. It wasn't good, but both of you are willing to talk to each other and work together, even though you haven't explicitly said it to each other. You two are willing to work through it. This argument or fight that you two had, or disagreement, really kind of questioned where the relationship was going, and if there's a potential for a breakup, a divorce, or taking a break, or maybe not having the same goals in mind for the connection. Maybe marriage was put on the table and one person wanted it and one other person didn't, or the timing issue, or maybe some sort of past relationship issue was coming up. King of Cups. Okay, wow. They are more than willing to work with you, and they're like, I hope they know that I love them very much, and I am more than willing to work with them, figure out a compromise, figure out a solution, be cordial, be friendly during this whole process. Okay. So what's going on for them in terms of, wow, look at these 3 kings in reverse. Okay, King of Pentacles, like the Knight of Pentacles here. They're willing to come with not just the truth, but with some sort of offering. They're like, I don't want to just come with my truth. I want to come with some proof, you know? They're very sad. They might be going crazy, willing to do bad things. You're all of a sudden way more sexier to them. They're going crazy. Like, why is this happening? Are they purposely trying to look better? You might be purposely, wearing that, scent that that they like, perfume or cologne, or dressing better, or like, doing things you love, talking to your friends and family more, and it just makes you more appealing to them, and they are picking up on that you are very attractive to them. Interesting. Okay, so what is going on with you guys this summer? Love is the answer. So you know this, but you might not it might not be so obvious to you right now, because I feel like you are very mature when it comes to emotional matters, relationship matters. But, and you know, like, oh yeah, like, if we love each other, we can figure things out. But you're kind of like being very like stubborn about this. Like, if they want to talk to me, they know where to find me. And you know, Spirit knows. If you came at this with love and kind of held space for them and kind of told them that you expected them to talk to you and come to you with a clear communication and truth, that it would clear the air and you two would figure things out. But you're kind of being a little bit stubborn and a little bit childish, because whatever happened, this hit home. This situation kind of hit home for you, and it brought out this like inner child, because your inner child was hurt. They might have done something that threatened the relationship, and that hurt you really badly. So you're acting a tiny bit childish, even though you're usually very mature, because you're that hurt. It's just human. Yeah. Happiness. Love is the answer. Happiness. Yeah. You're kind of like, I'm good either way. Whatever happens, I'm happy. Like, I'm going to live my best life. I don't care. They don't come talk to me. I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want. You know, I want to hang out with my friends. I want to look really good. I'm going to go out, you know. What's going on with them? You are right. You are right. So I feel like they're going to come to you and be like, yeah, not only were you right about this, but I feel like they're going to give you an additional like proof of that, like proof that they're in it, or proof that they acknowledge what you said and are willing to move forward. Okay. Growth. They want to show you that they've grown as a person because of the situation, and like things aren't going to go back to the way they were, and this was a really like profound lesson for them. And it's no excuse to kind of treat each other badly, but they want to show to you that this was influential to how they behave and that they want to change. And the proof is in the pudding. They're like, I'm going to show you that I'm real and I've grown because of the situation, and it's not like a thing that's going to happen over and over again. Like, this was a one-off thing. Like, they want to show you that. So what's going on in terms of the connection? I just want you all the time in reverse. I feel like there's a need to kind of have space from each other, but not knowing how to tell the other person, or need space to kind of work on your own things, or feeling like you don't want the other person's like approval every time you have to do a certain thing. But it's kind of like you don't know how to go about it, because the connection is evolving, the relationship is evolving, and things have always been done the same way. And now one person wants something different, another person wants something different, and it just comes out the wrong way. That's what I'm getting. It's like kind of this like feeling like, oh yeah, like, you know what, my schedule is so busy nowadays, I can't really update you throughout the day. You know, it's difficult for me to do that. I might not have service sometimes. And the other person's like, that's not cool, like we have responsibilities. I need to be able to get a hold of you. I always have before. Why is this an issue now? And all these like kind of emotions and thoughts come through for each other through, and it's just not good thoughts and not healthy. And it's like kind of, you start questioning things, and then, you know, it just, that was like months ago, and now it's turned into this huge thing. Like, what if you're cheating on me? Or like, well, how, like, you know, what if there's an emergency and I can't get you? Like, I can't be with someone who I can't, like, you know, be, you know, can't get on the phone. Or what am I supposed to tell people when they say like, where are you? And I'm like, I don't even know where my own like boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife is. You know, it's embarrassing. I can't live this way. I need to know that you're safe. I can't worry about you, blah, 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 blah. And it turns into this huge thing. And then like it turns into like, maybe we shouldn't be together, because it's been going on for so long, you know, this argument. It's like, wow, how did this argument go from 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds? And it wasn't. It went from like 0 to 200 over 6 months, you know. Death. Okay, so Spirit is saying this is over. The worst part is over. The worst is over. And now you can come to each other with love, happiness, love, them saying that you were right, growth in the relationship, and happiness in the relationship. So it wasn't all for nothing. It was something that needed to be addressed. It was just something small that kind of snowballed, and it ended up like kind of making you to question things that you never would have questioned before, and it was just kind of crazy. Okay, so what is Spirit's message for this connection? The Empress in reverse. So this is a feeling of remember that you care about each other. Remember you want the best for each other. And remember you want the best for the connection, and that both of you need to put in energy to care for the connection as well. So it's kind of this remembering that, like, come at it with love and nurturing, you know, treat the other person as if they're your child, you know, talk to them as if they're your child, which is not like a child, but like very lovingly, very appreciative, you know, acknowledging the things that they do, caring about them, looking out for them, speaking to them like softly and kindly, that kind of thing. Yeah, 3 of Swords. This heartache will pass. They were in a rough spot. You might have had the upper hand in this connection, in this situation. You might not know it, but you did. And they were kind of heartbroken because it was driving them crazy. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to do it. Because in order to solve this issue, they needed to evolve with the relationship, and they didn't know how to do that. Most likely this person is the more masculine energy, or they just don't have a healed feminine energy, and they just were stuck and they didn't know how to evolve with the relationship. And you were trying to evolve the relationship, but you're also very hurt, so you're not really willing to talk to them gently about the situation anymore, because it's like, oh, it's been so long, like how do they not know by now, you know? And what is Spirit's message to you, and your higher self's message to you? Okay, Spirit's message to you: you have all the courage within you. So I'm getting you did that thing. You know, you brought up an issue, and it was going on for so long that you may not have had the strength to kind of finish it with all the love and kindness that you came at this issue with in the beginning. But you had the courage to bring this up, and you had the courage to evolve the relationship. And so Spirit's like, you did it, you know? Yeah, at the end it might have got kind of like dicey, but you did it. You had the courage to evolve the connection, and you came through. And because of that, they came through. Find your passion. So this is a really loyal connection, and you have the opportunity now to pursue something that you're very passionate about, because this connection is so stable, secure, and loyal. You may have an opportunity knocking at your door for something that you're very passionate about, whether it's for the two of you together or for something for you to do on your own in your career or in your hobbies, and something you're interested in. Like, know that this connection is good and you have the opportunity for that. And a message from their higher self to you. I don't understand how I could fall so fast. In this situation, I'm getting they couldn't understand how things went so sour between the two of you so quickly. Because to them, they didn't understand how much of a big a deal this was for you, or a big deal this was for the relationship. And so they find this like being annoying and irritating, and just maybe recently or during this month, they realize that you were right. But they might not realize that this was like an ongoing heavy thing for you, that you are making light of, that you're trying to come at with a lot of kindness and gentleness, and trying to make it easy on them. And in doing so, the heaviness that you felt of this issue was not conveyed as well as you might have thought, or they didn't understand how important it was. And so for them, it's like everything went bad so quickly, you know? And they have an immense amount of love for you. So it's just kind of very confusing to them. They might be still trying to figure things out even after this month. What's Spirit's advice for you? I'm going to pull one more card for this before. I don't understand how I could fall so fast. Yeah, you have the courage within you. Yeah, they didn't understand because you are making the argument less, like, more gentle, and so they didn't understand, but they will understand if you communicate that to them, or if they figure that out in this month. Will they figure that out? Let's pull a time frame card. $13. Yeah, so I do feel like they figure it out within this month why it was as dramatic as it was, and how they didn't pick up on it and what it meant to you. Okay, Judgment. Okay, you're being called to rise to the next level of your personal spiritual path. Yeah, you're being called to get to the next level of your relationship, and so you heard that call and you want to make the moves, but it wasn't being heard by them, or they didn't really pick up on it, or they didn't really want to move to the next level. Shed the layers of the old you and allow yourself to step forth into the new, more enlightened version of yourself for all you've experienced on your journey. A second chance or opportunity to begin again is available to you now if you're willing to take it. Don't keep yourself small or dim your light. The universe is calling you to shine. So I feel like it's like what's happening in your relationship is also being mirrored in other parts of your life with this opportunity to find your passion. So that's going to be reflected because you're ready to level up in your soul mission, in your soul purpose. And so you need to make sure that they are willing to come with you and level up with you in the relationship, in their own life. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. It lets me know that you would like more readings like this, which is what's happening in love in the month ahead, and separated in singles and couples. If not, I would love to hear your feedback. And I hope you can help me with my goal of reaching 10K this summer. and I hope I'm helping you with your goals and with my divine channelings. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, Pile 44. We're going to look at your general love energy for the month coming up. I'm just going to pull a couple cards, and then we're going to go right into the singles and couples. Timestamps are below. So your general love energy. Wow. Tower card, and it just jumped up. So there's a definite surprising event happening in love for you this upcoming month. Wow. Oh, and that card came out very quickly too. A leg up. That's going to give you a leg up. So this is like a good situation. It might be surprising. It might take you aback a little bit. It might come out of nowhere. That's what I'm getting. It might be like a opportunity, an offer or situation that just kind of works out like in a weird way that you could have never guessed, and like such a unique, like things had to come together, or it's just way out of left field, this offer opportunity. It's like you could have never guessed this coming into your life, and the way it changes things up for you. But in terms of love, like it could not get better. You know, it gives you a leg up. It's like you're just going along, doing your thing, and then something happens that changes your life drastically, changes your love situation drastically. That gives you a leg up. Yeah, so that could be any number of things. Could be moving for some reason, job change, money coming in, a person coming back, circumstances for you and your person changing dramatically. So it's like if this happens and this happens and then that happens, it's like your life just kind of moves around very like differently, out of nowhere, unexpectedly. All right, so we're gonna go right into the singles read. All right, singles, what's happening for you? Okay, these cards keep coming out very quickly. So what's happening for you in love this month? Okay, the Devil in reverse. It feels like good times are coming to you. It's time, you deserve it. It's been a while. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune fell right on my lap, so I feel like this is really auspicious, like a good situation, both major arcanas. A good situation is just going to fall on your lap. It might be someone that you hook up with or get into a relationship, go on a date with, start talking to a lot out of nowhere very quickly. Or things progress between you and someone else. You find someone that you're interested in. They're very attracted to you. You're very attracted to them. They might pursue you. You may feel kind of ready to kind of dive in the deep end with this person very quickly. Okay, so what is this situation about? Yeah, it's going to be kind of miraculous. Like you will not believe your luck. When it comes to love, I feel like you find someone who's like super attractive and everything just seems destined and fated. And you cannot believe your eyes. You cannot believe this is happening to you. I feel like it's because you're going through something so difficult, or you're just coming out of such a difficult time in your life and you didn't expect things to change immediately. I feel like you've been kind of slowly getting out of feeling overburdened, overwhelmed by life, feeling sad, depressed, and you kind of expected to you might have just come out of that dark night of the soul, or you might have kind of went through the grieving process after a dark night of the soul. You know how after you go through a hard time, you kind of take a moment to just like forgive yourself and feel bad for yourself, and just kind of, because when you're going through the bad thing, you're not thinking about anything except getting through the bad thing. And then after you get through the bad thing, you have to kind of decompress, heal, change, and assimilate to this new life because of that experience. So whatever part of that experience you're coming out of, you kind of expected some time to just kind of lay low a bit, and you didn't really expect something to come through immediately like this. So what is this situation? Words do hurt. And energy. So I do feel like you might have had a difficult love situation that you were kind of coming out of. And for some of you, might have been compounded by other things at the same time: a job situation, money situation, family situation, health situation. But it all kind of related to a romantic situation as well that didn't work out. I feel like they might have said really hurtful words. And that's tough, because when it's someone you love that says something really mean to you, it sticks. It's tough to, work through. But I feel like you have all this energy now. It feels like you spent a long time kind of being hurt. And now the sun and the devil is coming to you. So a lot of playful energy, a lot of fun energy, a lot of going out there, overindulging a little bit, having fun, maybe, being intimate, being very sexual in your energies, or just dressing sexual, feeling like sexy. Maybe it's just dressing more sexy, feeling more confident, being more bold, because your energy is like ready to shoot out. You're taking the bull by their horns, like you see this opportunity, you're like, I'm in it. Take it. I'm getting that scene from Harry Potter, when one of the Patel sisters gets asked to dance. She's like, hand, leg, sure, like you can take it all, or something like that. It's kind of like, you'll take this opportunity fully, like you'll take it. It's been a minute. Okay, so what's the situation? Because I was, this was to read their energy, but I'm not getting their energy, so I don't know what this situation is. What is the scenario? Okay, so you're bringing up some sort of magical energy. You're manifesting good karma back, so you're probably bewildered by the fact that you have all this good luck coming. It's like you were not expecting it, and you were kind of laying low for a long time and kind of feeling low for a long time. So the fact that everything kind of changed from this opportunity, it gave you inspiration, motivation to kind of not stay down in low vibes for longer than you need to. It kind of jump-started you. So what is this situation? Knight of Wands. So what is this type of love situation? So yeah, there is a person involved. There is someone coming through, but it seems like it's not like a serious person. They're just looking for fun as well. More in their sexual energies, and they're looking for more of like someone to have fun with and enjoy moments with, maybe go on fun dates with, have a little bit of fun. They're not really trying to connect with you mentally, or make plans with you too long into the future. Okay, that's something. The Star card, but they treat you well. In fact, they may say the exact opposite of the words that the previous person that hurt you said. And it's kind of like a confidence boost for you. So you don't care that this person may not be serious, because they're treating you well. They're honest about what they want from you. And you are having a fun time. They're having a great time as well. They enjoy your company. The most important thing is that they confirm for you, because you know what usually happens? Like, so this person didn't say the nicest things to you, right? And it hurt you really badly. And you probably felt that you were those things that the person said to you, and it hurt for a very long time. It took you a very long time to kind of change that in your mind and your heart, that you aren't what the person said to you. You're better than that. And if what they were saying was on it, like truthful, you worked to kind of better yourself, change yourself, whatever the situation is, it took you a long time to kind of work through it. And then what happens usually immediately after you finally work through it is the universe sends you confirmation. So this person gives you like huge confirmation that you aren't these things, or you improved and you grew as a person and you're a better person now than you were back then. And, you know, maybe this person was wrong and you were, you knew who you were, and you had to like fight your, like, there was like an inward battle to, you had to fight your ego and your shadow self to know that you are not what this person said. So this person comes along and says the opposite, and you're like, yes, like I know, I knew that about me. Like I knew I wasn't that kind of person, or I knew it wasn't my fault. Ace of Wands, yeah. I mean, they come through with like a lot of raw sexual energy and a lot of fun, a lot of creativity. It kind of makes you smile, because you're like, oh, well, the last person was never as creative as this, or, you know, thought of these fun dates to do or something. It gives you a lot of confidence, and it pulls you out of your shell pretty quickly, and where you might have been comfortable being in that shell for a while longer. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it takes you out of that heartbreak energy, and pretty quickly you're ready to move on, but you could have easily went another few months, another whole year, just kind of laying low and kind of being passive and kind of feeling down about things. And this energy just kind of pulled you up, and it's because of a good karma coming back. Like I think something happened, like you did something in the past that let spirit bring this person to you faster. Okay, so what is this situation? Coworker, employee, boss, and people you work with in reverse. So I'm getting you might have helped someone that was like at a workplace get through their kind of difficult situation, difficult breakup or something like that, and that's why good karma is coming back to you. And also, this person coming in isn't someone you really see a lot, or you probably don't really know of. Also, your grandparents might have sent you some good luck your way. Or their grandparent. People meet in different ways, but like, yeah, it could have been whether your grandparents or their grandparents or ancestors are deceased or not. Yeah, it's like one or both of your grandparents kind of aligned you to. This is why it's good to be close with your family and your grandparents. Was the last time you talked to your parents or grandparents? Have you said hi? You know, they'll be looking out for you in heaven, matching you up with people if you're single. Yeah. And what else? Someone that is attracted to you. Yeah, this person is very, very attracted to you. So if you had a situation where kind of relationships in the past, kind of one or more in the past, have kind of demeaned you because of the way you physically look, This person is going to give you so much confidence because they're going to love every single inch of you, how you look and everything. Like, they're actually physically very attracted to you, and listen to the things that they compliment, because these are your best features, and you will know that you are meant to be loved just the way you are. And this person is going to remind you of that in a very big way. And that's giving me the kind of grandparent, ancestor, someone's looking out for you kind of feeling. Because, like, you know, that's kind of something a grandparent or a parent would say, or something, someone of that level. Like, you are beautiful just the way you are. You will find someone who loves you just the way you look, just the way you are, just the way, like, just who you are. Your personality, your goals, your looks. And this person is kind of like that person. Okay. So what does Spirit want you to know? What does Spirit want you to know? So they acknowledge that you have been leveling up a lot in terms of romantic love, like becoming the partner you want to have, kind of thing. Wow, Ace of Cups. And Spirit saying the next lesson is for you to offer that romantic love offer to someone around you. So this person comes into your life and just, like, you know, drops on your lap. They might not be like a long-term thing, and you know it and they know it, but it's like really nice to just kind of get out, you know, and have someone really, really deeply appreciate you and have some fun, you know. And then right after, it's going to be up to you to offer someone something, like offer a romantic offer to someone else. Like, ask someone else on a date, ask this person if they want to level up or go on a date next, or, you know, it's, this person came to you, like Spirit put them like really like right in front of you. Now Spirit is saying the next thing is going to be you offering someone else a romantic opportunity, a love opportunity. And that's because Spirit wants to know that you're okay with being on either side, that you understand being on both sides of getting an offer and receiving an offer, and how they're like, if you're not willing to give an offer, you probably won't receive an offer, you know, that kind of thing. Not that you wouldn't or haven't in the past, but it's just kind of harder when you went through something, you know. You have all those like blocks, like fear of being rejected and all that kind of stuff. So that's why, like, the love lessons you're going through are pretty quick. Like, this person comes in and Spirit's like, oh, and then the next thing is, so it's like you're leveling up really, really quickly. Your heart is expanding. Yeah, I totally felt that. You're going to like through this like rapid growth in love. That probably means you're going to probably find someone like your dream person sooner rather than later. And someone on a caliber that you didn't think that you would be able to meet. Like, we were probably willing to settle around now or before, but because you're doing such like grand, like a lot of work on such a grand scale in terms of romantic love, you're probably going to find someone like beyond your wildest dreams instead of having to settle. Okay, a message from their higher self. This person's higher self. Please love me as I am. See how that goes both ways? They will love you as you are because they probably want that mirrored. They probably want someone to love them as they are. So it's kind of like, whether this is like a short-term thing or it goes on for longer, it's going to be a good practice loving someone for who they are rather than like what boxes they check off. Because we all can kind of get into that mode when we haven't been out there for a while, or it seems like we can't find anyone that's like compatible. We start kind of being more like picky sometimes. And it's kind of like, well, are you compatible on like the main things, the important things? And like, can you appreciate the person for who they are rather than, needing a certain specific kind of look or a specific kind of career that the other person needs to have or something like that? Can you love that person as they are? It's very hard to do, but if you can do that for them, they are definitely doing that for you. So that's your lesson with this person, is to appreciate who they are, because they might be very different than like what you usually go for, and you might have really high standards. And this person comes in, they're really good looking, but trying to appreciate them for who they are, maybe they aren't a long-term kind of person, and it's like, that's okay, that's who they are, or that's where they are right now. Like, just appreciating people for who they are, where they are in life. And then a message from your person, the one's higher self, wherever they are. Okay. So all the way to the ground. Meet me on the bridge of the heart. Yeah. So with your heart expanding and the one saying, meet me on the bridge of the heart, like your heart expanding, their heart is expanding, and they're ready to meet you as soon as you and your heart and their heart has connected. As soon as this bridge has connected the two of you in the physical plane. So that's incredible. Let's see. Let's get a time frame. What's the time frame on that? Within a couple years. Within a couple years from around now. I'm getting one of the solstices, so it could be in June, July, or December, January, March. Within, like, it could be next year, or it could be the year after that, but within 2 years at least 2 years, if not less. It could be within weeks, but it's kind of like you have to be okay with it when it happens. Like, it could happen in a few weeks from now, or it could happen at most a couple of years from now. But that's not a long time for meeting the one. People always like freak out. It's like, oh, well, a year is too long, 2 years is too long to meet the one. It's like, are you kidding me? Or you could have none. You could have the one for your whole entire life, but you are so lucky enough to meet the one. That's nothing. You even know, like, hey, you have a couple of years to kind of do everything you want to do before you settle down with someone. Like, do your thing, have fun, travel, pick up hobbies, try a different career on the side or for real, or have another romance, or whatever you want to do. It's life. Enjoy it, right? Don't get down about what you don't have. Like, live your life to the fullest no matter what, right? I feel like that's like the theme here. Your heart is expanding. You're being more okay with different situations in your life. You're being more okay with appreciating people for who they are, and letting people appreciate you for who you are. It goes both ways kind of thing, So that's a lot of mirroring going on with different kinds of people. So, yeah, I mean, all the best to you. It seems like you're really on a good track, and you're going to just see things go up and up and up and up. Yeah, and so with that, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really appreciate a comment to let me know that you don't mind these kinds of readings where I separate singles and couples, and titles such as What's Happening in Love for this month for you. And yeah, it really helps me out. My goal is 10K for the summer, and 10K subs. I really appreciate the comment. It really helps me out, and I hope my divine channelings help you along with your goals. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, Pile 44 couples. Let's see what your love life in the next month looks like. Okay, so it came out in reverse, this way, and face down. So they don't know this yet. Your partner does not know this yet, but they're going to come to you some point this upcoming month about not knowing the direction of where to go. Which puts a smile on your face, because this is an opportunity to nudge them in the direction or surprise them with some sort of long-term project or goal. It could be a child or a grandchild, or something that that they've always wanted, that you are ready to kind of bring to life now for the two of you. So maybe they always wanted a child or a grandchild, and you get to surprise them with that news, or they surprise you with that news. Or maybe they wanted to kind of live in a certain location, maybe have some specific kind of addition to the home. Maybe they want a big outdoor space. Maybe it's time to do the landscaping, get a pool in there, or grow a garden or a homestead or whatever it is. Or maybe live in a different location, or get another home in a different place. A grand vacation. Something of that sort, and you're excited to tell them that hey, it's time for that thing that you've always wanted to do, or that's gonna last us for the next few chapters of our lives. It's very exciting, because they come to you oh, I feel like I'm ready for the next thing, but I don't know what that is, or I'm not sure what to do. I have a decision at work, or I have a decision with my family member, or, the rent's up and we have to decide if we want to stay here another year or something like that. They have to make a call on something. They make a decision on something. They're I don't know which way to go. I'm not sure what our plans are for the future. And you're oh, well, I have some news for you. Or I think it's time to do this thing. You're very excited to tell them. You're I can't wait to see their stupid face when they find out that, it's time for this next adventure for us. Okay, so what's going on in the connection? I think I think you have a feeling it might be time soon, and then they come to you with that decision that they have to make, and you're oh, I knew it. I knew it was time for this change. Yeah, what's happening in the connection? I feel like you or them, I think it's you, is feeling a bit antsy. I need to do the next thing. Maybe it's kind of you've been around the home, and it's okay, I think it's time to add some members to our family, or maybe the kids have moved out and time to move on to the next chapter of your lives. Maybe you're kind of itching to move somewhere and go build up your dream house or your retirement home, or go on this new vacation, or go to a different country, or move closer to your family, move further away from your family, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm getting this sense of you're itching for the next thing. You're kind of crawling out of your skin. It's I'm ready. I need to do something different. I'm ready for the next thing. Okay, and what's going on for them in terms of love? Yeah, so they've been working really hard, and I feel like there's enough like saved up, or there's enough time for them now. They have more time in their schedule, their work schedule, or maybe they're retiring, or maybe they have a decision at work, changing responsibilities. Maybe they have less responsibilities at work now, or maybe they got promoted. They're making more money now, or they've saved up. They feel like, oh, okay, we saved up enough to do this next thing in our lives. Yeah, the Empress. Okay. With the Empress, Queen of Pentacles, and the Sun card, indicates a child, a baby. But it doesn't have to be a child or baby. It could be something that takes that much responsibility and effort. It could be birthing a new project for the two of you, renovating a home, moving to a new location, moving closer to family, further away from family, building a business together, a garden, a homestead, ready to kind of take in your retirement, go, figure out where you're going to live, living with what kind of community, how you see the next years of your lives going, next decade or so or two. But for most of you, I'm getting a baby. It's a baby. A baby, a child, or a grandchild. Yeah. It could be marriage. It could be, if it is a wedding, it's probably like you're going to, you or them, one of you is going to become pregnant soon. I got the marriage card on the bottom of the deck again. Or just working together on something, creating that home that you always wanted, creating that lifestyle that you've always wanted, creating that community, creating that business, creating that charity, creating this, home. Now that things are different, I'm getting. Okay. So, what else does Spirit want to say about the two of you? This card kind of want to go, I'm sorry. A time to ground yourself. I feel like your person is saying sorry because they've been kind of pushing things off a lot because of work, or because they feel like they haven't had enough time to just be themselves. They've been spending a lot of time not around you. They might have had their schedule filled with work, with family, with responsibilities, with things that they are working on outside of the relationship, and they feel like they haven't had enough time around you. But now they're in a good place. They feel comfortable with their work-life balance. They feel comfortable with the amount of money that they have, or the job position that they have, or the kind of security that they've built, the kind of time that they've took off in order to be with you, with family, with this new project. Ideation, they're ready to kind of ground themselves and ground some ideas that the two of you have. They want to take time with this new thing between the two of you and really focus on the home, focus on the relationship, focus on this new thing the two of you are birthing. Be there for the creative aspect, the idea phase of the situation when things are just starting out. They want to be there at the beginning for every moment, be involved, think of creative solutions, visualize with you, and make it happen. They want to really ground it in. I feel like they feel sorry for not being there as much, not feeling like they were ready, not really focusing on the connection or giving as much energy, or maybe it wasn't even intentional. Like I feel like they were just so busy with work. It was hard to kind of get time away. And so they really, really appreciate you. I mean, they see you as this goddess energy anyway. So they're really ready to be here with you for this next chapter. Okay. For you, I want you to choose right below this choice. So I feel like they come to you with this choice, like, oh, okay, like, you know, I got this job offer, but that would mean I have to move, or hey, I have this position available. It, you know, pays a little less, but I can be home more, or something like that. Or hey, like, I'm thinking about doing something outside of work that could maybe give me more money, and maybe if it takes off, then I can quit my job. Like, what do you think? And so they come to you with some sort of proposition, like a decision that they have to make, and they want you involved, and you have the perfect decision, because like whatever you're ready for kind of makes it very easy and obvious what decision they have to make and what things that you two need to move around for this next chapter. Sweetness. Yeah, they become very sweet towards you. They're very excited. They're very happy. They make that stupid face that you wanted to see when they're so excited about this new chapter that's actually happening. And they're so on board. They're like grounded. They're like, I'm ready. You know, it's time. Very exciting. Okay, so let's see. The situation, Six of Pentacles. There's a lot of give and take in this connection. There's a lot of harmony. Both of you are really being there for the other person, listening to them, you know, tending to their needs. I feel like they ask for your help in the situation, and you're like, yeah, I'm all on board, and you have this great idea for what the two of you should do next, and they're like, I'm so for it. And so both of you are kind of really harmoniously collaborating and helping each other at this time. Ten of Swords. This card wanted to come out. And Ten of Wands. So the two tens. Ending one cycle and beginning a new one. I feel like there was a lot of stress underneath the surface that the two of you weren't kind of expressing to each other. One of you, you most likely the viewer, one of you feeling kind of like you're about to crawl out of your skin because, you know, you're not getting much time with your partner, even though you both are in a relationship and love each other. And it's just kind of like, I need to do something more with my life right now, like, and I'm ready for the next thing, and I have no idea if they think this is okay between us right now. I have nothing to complain about, but I'm crawling out of my skin, and they are feeling kind of overworked and overwhelmed, and they need some new goals to inspire them, and they don't really know what that is, but you have the answer, and both of you are kind of just feeling weird about where life is right now. It's become very humdrum. I thought I turned it off. I feel like the atmosphere was kind of like that, where they're just being kind of, maybe they're on call at work, or, you know, they would always have to make sure that they had their phone on them, or their laptop on them for work, or something that they would have to go in or something. And it could be both of you. Both of you might have been super busy with work stuff and always missing each other, really not even having dinner together, just kind of like it was a mess. But the 2 tens I'm getting, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of ideas coming through. The 10 of Wands for me has always meant like a lot of ideas coming through from the divine. And 10 of Swords I'm seeing because of the 2 tens and ending and completing a new cycle. Ending a new cycle and beginning a new one. The 2 tens, I'm seeing the 10 of Swords as all these flurry of ideas coming through. And you two are trying to ground some of these ideas. A lot of sweetness, a lot of harmony between the two of you. So things are going pretty well. Okay, what's Spirit's advice for this connection? What does Spirit want you to know about this connection right now, your relationship right now? 8 of Cups. Say bye to the way things were before. I feel like it was like day after day was a living nightmare. Not a living nightmare. It was just kind of, eat, sleep, work, repeat kind of thing. It just, every day was the same, becoming monotonous and not fun, and it was getting too much for the both of you. It just like overwhelming amount of work, no time to yourselves, no time to you in self-care, self-love, take care of your looks and see your friends, and it was just kind of too much. And Spirit's like, it's the end of that cycle. The devil may show up right when you need just a little bit of fun. And it's right under the sweetness and the 10 of Pentacles and the sun. 3 tens here. So I feel like you two are having a little fun with the different ideas of what to expect, what to get ready for in this new chapter of your lives. It's getting you both really excited, sharing and talking a lot, spending time more to kind of plan out this next chapter. And it's really fun. It's exciting. Both of you are getting along and know it's the right move to make, on board, on the same page, and really happy about it. Really happy with this change, unexpected change that came and changed up your life for the better. Time to level up. Okay, Spirit's message to the 2 of you. Time to level up. Both of you know it. You've been feeling it. It's time. A message from their higher self. Message from their higher self to you. I'm creating a more stable foundation. Yeah, with the 4-4 and them working on things. It doesn't have to be just physically, but I do feel like they are working with time, working with their energy, working with money, working with a lot of different moving parts in order to create a more stable foundation for this next chapter in both of your lives. Both of you are. And I'm struggling to communicate how I feel. There is a lot of excitement here. A lot of love, a lot of sweetness, but it feels like, how when the 2 of you are kind of just so busy with your day-to-day responsibilities and work and people and everything, that you kind of forget how to talk to each other, and you're kind of acting like you're on a first date even though you've been together for such a long time. So Spirit's just like, their higher self is just acknowledging and recommending that you kind of take it easy, because they don't really know they've kind of forgot how to talk to you. They're trying to be sweet to you. They don't want to say anything to upset you. They're trying to listen to what you want. They might just say what they think you want. And so both of you are kind of picking up on that. Like, you're both being so sweet to the point where you're not being truly genuine with your wishes and desires for this next step journey. Yeah. Okay, so when can we expect this? Okay, Twilight. So this is coming in very soon. I'm getting by the end of the night or by the end of the fortnight. So any time from tonight to a couple of weeks from now, I'm getting it might be towards the evening. They will come to you with this decision that they have to make in terms of work or money or scheduling or something of that sort. When will you get this? What is this idea that you have related to location, area? Yeah. So you might be thinking of moving, or deciding what's the best place for the two of you to be in order to start this new project. So they're thinking of more of like scheduling, money, in order to bring in stability, create a stable foundation, and you're thinking more of like location, area, physical, home kind of thing. What else? Illegal, crime, hazardous, dangerous, and came out in hand. So I feel like you're kind of in this like parent mode or grandparent mode. It's like, okay, I want to go somewhere that's safer. I want to go somewhere where there's maybe better education, or cleaner air, cleaner water, or it's okay if I leave the front door open or something like that. You're just thinking of being in a better place. It's like time to level up in more than one area of your life, including your home situation. So you're thinking about these things. Where's a better place to live? What's more safe? What's more stable? So you're both kind of in the same sort of mindset, maybe on different things, but you're both agreeing and working symbiotically on different things, but both getting to a common goal of more security, stability, more time with each other, more love, more energy on this new project, on board for this leveling up. Yeah, it's really nice. Okay, last card. Message from Spirit for this lovely couple. The Chariot. Okay. Where there might have been obstacles in your path that fell out of your control, now you're taking the reins with determination and clear direction. You're creating positive forward momentum for your life. Yes, I feel like things were stuck and things weren't moving anywhere, and now things are cleared. Obstacles in your path has been cleared, and you're going to both move very harmoniously, joyously, divinely, easily, with a lot of momentum forward. It's fun. It's positive. It's divinely guided. You're going to be protected on this new journey, this new chapter. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really helps me out with the algorithm. It helps me with my goal of reaching 10K subs for the summer. And I hope my divine channelings are helping you with your goals in life. And yeah, with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.